My name is Natalie. I was carrying his child. She was 2. He forgot to mention her. This is a hard story to tell. It is a story about love. It is a story about lies. But mostly, it is a story about 2 babies and 1 father. I want to tell you everything. I want you to understand my feelings. Maybe you have a broken heart too. Maybe you feel alone. I hope my story helps you. I was 26 years old. I lived in a nice city. The city had big parks and tall trees. I loved my life. I had a good job. I worked in a flower shop. I loved flowers. They smell sweet. They are beautiful. I also had a boyfriend. His name was David. David was tall. He had dark hair. He had a nice smile. When he smiled, I felt happy. We were together for 3 years. 3 years is a long time. I thought I knew him. I thought he was my best friend. We lived in a small apartment. It was cozy. We had a yellow sofa. We had a small kitchen. We cooked dinner together every night. David liked pasta. I liked salad. We were a good team. One day, I felt different. I felt tired. My stomach felt strange. I went to the doctor. The doctor smiled at me. She said, "Natalie, you are pregnant." I was shocked. Then I was happy. I started to cry. These were happy tears. I was going to be a mother. I wanted a baby very much. I walked home. The sun was shining. The birds were singing. Everything looked beautiful. I touched my stomach. I whispered, "Hello, little baby. I love you." I wanted to tell David. I made a special dinner. I cooked his favorite pasta. I bought a small cake. I waited for him to come home. David came home at 6 o'clock. He looked tired. He sat on the yellow sofa. "How was your day?" I asked. "It was okay," he said. "Just work." I sat next to him. I held his hand. "David, I have news, big news." He looked at me. "What is it?" "I am pregnant," I said. "We are going to have a baby." I waited for his smile. I waited for a hug. But David did not smile. His face went white. He looked scared. He pulled his hand away. "Are you sure?" he asked. "Yes," I said. "The doctor told me today." He stood up. He walked to the window. He looked outside. He was quiet for a long time. My heart started to beat fast. Why was he not happy? "David," I asked. He turned around. He tried to smile. It was a fake smile. That is big news, Natalie. I am just surprised. I need time to think." I felt a little sad. But I understood. A baby is a big change. I thought he was just nervous. Many men get nervous. I told myself, it is okay. He will be happy tomorrow. But he was not happy tomorrow. Weeks passed. My stomach grew a little. I felt sick in the mornings. I was tired. I wanted David to help me. I wanted him to rub my back. I wanted him to talk to the baby. But David was distant. He was cold. He came home late. He said, "I have extra work." He went out on weekends. He said, "I need to help a friend." He was always on his phone. He texted late at night. One evening, we were watching TV. His phone was on the table. It buzzed. I looked at it. The message said, "The baby is kicking. Call me." I froze. I read it again. The baby is kicking. My baby was not kicking yet. I was only 3 months pregnant. My baby was too small. Who sent this message? I picked up the phone. My hands were shaking. I looked at the name. It said Gym Buddy. I knew David went to the gym. But gym buddies do not talk about babies kicking. David came into the room. He saw me with his phone. He ran to me. He snatched the phone from my hand. "What are you doing?" he shouted. He looked angry. "Who is that?" I asked. My voice was quiet. "Who is texting you about a baby?" David looked at the floor. He did not speak. The room was very silent. I could hear the clock. Tick, tock, tick, tock. "Tell me," I said. "Please tell me the truth." David sat down on the yellow sofa. He put his head in his hands. He started to cry. "I made a mistake," he said. I stood there. I felt cold. "What mistake?" "I met someone," he whispered. "Last year, we were having problems, remember?" I remembered. We had a small fight last year, but we fixed it. I thought we were happy. "I met a woman," David said. "Her name is Chloe. It was just a short time. But then, we kept talking. I felt sick, and she is pregnant," David said. I stopped breathing. The world spun around me. "She is pregnant?" I asked. "Yes," he said. "She is 6 months pregnant. It is my baby." I looked at my stomach. I touched it. I was carrying his child. She was carrying his child too. 2 women, 2 babies, 1 father. "Does she know about me?" I asked. "No," David said. "She thinks I am single. She thinks I live alone." I felt anger. Hot, red anger. He lied to me. He lied to her. He lied to everyone. "Get out," I said. "Natalie, please," he said. "I love you. It was a mistake." "Get out," I screamed. I pointed to the door. "Go to her. Go to your other baby. Get out of my house." David left. He took his bag. He closed the door. I was alone. I fell to the floor. I cried. I cried for hours. I cried until my eyes hurt. I cried until I had no more tears. I felt so stupid. I thought he loved me. I was planning a family. I was buying baby clothes. I was looking at cribs. And all this time, another woman was doing the same thing. Another woman was carrying his baby. Her baby was bigger than mine. I did not sleep that night. I sat by the window. I watched the rain. The rain washed the street. I wished the rain could wash away my pain. The next morning, I made a decision. I needed to know the truth. I needed to know her. I looked at the phone bill. We shared a phone plan. I saw the number he texted often. It was the Gym Buddy number. I dialed the number. My heart beat fast. Thump, 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 thump. A woman answered. Her voice was sweet. "Hello." "Hi," I said. "Is this Chloe?" "Yes, this is Chloe," she said. "Who is this?" "My name is Natalie," I said. I am. I am David's girlfriend. There was silence, a long silence. What? She said. Her voice shook. David does not have a girlfriend. I am his girlfriend. I have been with David for 3 years, I said. We live together. I heard a gasp. I heard her crying. I am so sorry, I said. I did not know about you. He lied to me too. I am pregnant, she said. She sounded scared. I know, I said. I am pregnant too. We were both silent. Two strangers connected by one lie. Can we meet? Chloe asked. I need to see you. I need to know the truth. Yes, I said. Let's meet at the park. In 1 hour. I walked to the park. It was a cloudy day. The wind was cold. I pulled my coat tight around my stomach. I saw her sitting on a bench. She had blonde hair. She looked kind. And she was very pregnant. Her stomach was big and round. I walked to her. She looked at me. She saw my small bump. Her eyes filled with tears. Natalie, she asked. Yes, I said. Hi, Chloe. We sat down. We did not speak for a minute. We just looked at the ducks in the pond. He told me he loved me, Chloe said. He told me he wanted to marry me. He told me the same thing, I said. He said he works late, she said. He said that to me too, I said. We talked for a long time. We compared stories. The dates matched. When he was with me, he texted her. When he was with her, he texted me. He played a game with our lives. I feel so foolish, Chloe said. She wiped her eyes. You are not foolish, I said. He is a good liar. We trusted him. That is not a crime. Trust is a good thing. He broke it. I looked at Chloe. I did not hate her. I thought I would hate her. But I didn't. She was a victim too. She was a mother just like me. She was scared just like me. What will you do? I asked her. I don't know, she said. I cannot be with him. I cannot trust him. Me neither, I said. I kicked him out. Chloe nodded. Good, I will do the same. If he comes to me, I will close the door. We made a promise. We promised to be strong. We promised to put our babies first. Our babies are siblings, I said. Half siblings. Yes, Chloe smiled a little. They will have each other, even if they don't have a father. I went home. The apartment felt empty, but I felt a little better. I was not crazy. I was not alone. The next few months were hard. Very hard. I lived alone. I went to work. My stomach grew big. My back hurt. My feet were swollen. Sometimes I felt very sad. I saw couples walking in the park. The man held the woman's hand. The man carried the baby bag. I wanted that. I wanted a partner. I cried in the shower. I cried when I watched movies. I felt ugly. I felt unwanted. Who will love me? I thought. I am a single mother. I have a baby. My life is complicated. But then I felt the baby kick. It was a strong kick. Boom. I put my hand on my belly. I am here, I said. Mommy is here. We are a team. My family helped me. My mother came to stay. She cooked for me. She helped me paint the baby's room. We painted it green. Green is a happy color. You are strong, Natalie, my mother said. You can do this. I am scared, Mom, I said. It is okay to be scared, she said. Being a mother is scary, but love is stronger than fear. One day, my phone rang. It was David. I looked at the phone. I did not want to answer, but I answered. What do you want? I asked. I miss you, Natalie, he said. I made a mess. I lost everything. You did, I said. How is Chloe? She won't talk to me, he said. She had the baby last week. A boy. My heart jumped. The other baby was born, a boy. Did you see him? I asked. No, David said. She said I cannot see him yet. She is angry. She has a right to be angry, I said. We both do. Can I come home? David asked. Please, Natalie. I want to be a family with you. I thought about it. It would be easy to say yes. I would have help. I would have money. My baby would have a father in the house. But then I remembered the lies. I remembered the text message. I remembered Chloe's sad face. If I took him back, I would always worry. Where is he? Who is he texting? Is there another woman? I could not live like that. I deserved peace. My baby deserved peace. No, David, I said, you cannot come home. We are done. But the baby, he said. You can see the baby, I said. You are the father. I will not stop you. But we are not a couple. We will never be a couple again. I hung up the phone. I felt proud. I was strong. I said no. A month later, it was my turn. It was a Tuesday night. I was reading a book. Suddenly, I felt a sharp pain. Ouch. The pain came again, and again. It was time. I called my mother. Mom, the baby is coming. We went to the hospital. The hospital was bright and white. The nurses were kind. Breathe, Natalie, they said. Breathe. It hurt. It hurt a lot. I squeezed my mother's hand. I screamed. I cried. I wanted it to stop. But then I heard a sound. A small cry. Wah wah. The doctor held up a baby. It is a girl, she said. They put the baby on my chest. She was warm. She was tiny. She had dark hair. She opened her eyes and looked at me. In that moment, everything changed. I forgot about David. I forgot about the lies. I forgot about the pain. I only saw her. Hello, Emma, I whispered. I am your mommy. She was perfect. She had 10 fingers. She had 10 toes. She was mine. I stayed in the hospital for 2 days. David came to visit. He brought flowers. He looked nervous. He looked at Emma. He touched her small hand. She is beautiful, he said. He had tears in his eyes. Yes, she is, I said. I am sorry, Natalie, he said again. I know, I said. But sorry does not change the past. You have a daughter. You have a son with Chloe. You need to be a good father to them. That is your job now. David nodded. I will try. He left after an hour. I watched him go. I did not feel love. I did not feel hate. I just felt calm. He was just a man. He was just the father of my child. He was not my life anymore. I went home with Emma. My new life began. It was not the easy life I dreamed of. The nights were long. Emma cried a lot. She was hungry. She needed a clean diaper. I was so tired. Sometimes I fell asleep sitting up. My house was messy. There were bottles everywhere. There were clothes on the floor. I did not have time to cook. I ate toast for dinner. But I was happy. I looked at Emma's face, and I smiled. When she learned to smile, my heart melted. When she laughed, it was the best sound in the world. I talked to Chloe sometimes. We sent pictures to each other. "Look at your son," I texted. "He is so big." "Look at Emma," she texted back. "She looks like you." We became friends. It was a strange friendship, but we understood each other. We helped each other. One sunny afternoon, we decided to meet at the park again. I put Emma in her stroller. I walked to the park. The trees were green. The flowers were blooming. It was spring. I saw Chloe. She had a blue stroller. Her son Leo was sitting inside. He was chubby and cute. We sat on the grass. We let the babies play on a blanket. Emma touched Leo's face. Leo laughed. They looked sweet together. "They look a little alike," Chloe said. "Yes," I said. "They have the same eyes. David's eyes." We watched them play. "Are you happy?" Chloe asked me. I thought about the question. Was I happy? My life was not what I planned. I planned to be a wife. I planned to have a husband. I planned to have a perfect family. Instead, I was a single mom. I worked hard. I was tired. I was alone in my bed at night. But I looked at the sky. It was blue. I looked at the trees. They were strong. I looked at my daughter. She was healthy. I looked inside myself. I was stronger than I thought. I survived a broken heart. I survived a big lie. I gave birth. I was raising a child. I did it. I was doing it. Yes, I told Chloe. I am happy. It is a different kind of happy, but it is real. Me too, Chloe said. I never thought I could do this alone. But look at us. We are not alone, I said. We have our babies. We have our families. And we have each other. We smiled. It was a real smile. Life is full of surprises. Some surprises are bad. Like finding out your boyfriend has another woman. Like finding out there is another baby. That pain was terrible. It felt like the end of the world. But it was not the end. It was a new beginning. If David did not lie, I would not be this strong. I would not know my own power. I learned a big lesson. You cannot control other people. You cannot control what they do. You can only control yourself. You can choose to be angry. You can choose to be bitter. Or you can choose to move forward. I chose to move forward. I chose to love my daughter more than I hated her father. I chose to build a happy home, even if it is just the two of us. Now Emma is 2 years old. She runs. She talks. She calls me Mama. David visits on weekends. He takes Emma to the park. He takes Leo to the park too. Sometimes the kids play together. It is not perfect. It is still a little awkward, but it works. I went back to work at the flower shop. I love my job. I make beautiful bouquets. I make people smile. One day, a man came into the shop. He was buying flowers for his mother. He was kind. He had gentle eyes. He made me laugh. "What is your name?" he asked. "I am Natalie," I said. "I am Mark," he said. "Would you like to have coffee sometime?" I hesitated. I was scared. Was I ready? Could I trust again? I thought about my journey. I thought about the tears and the fear. But I also thought about the hope. I looked at Mark. He seemed nice. "Maybe," I said. "But you should know I have a daughter. My life is busy." "I like kids," Mark smiled. "And I am patient." I smiled back. "Okay, let's have coffee." I do not know what will happen with Mark. Maybe we will fall in love. Maybe we will just be friends. But that is okay. I do not need a man to complete me. I am already complete. I am Natalie. I am a mother. I am a survivor. And to anyone listening to my story, I want to tell you something. Maybe you are going through a hard time. Maybe someone hurt you. Maybe your plans are broken. It hurts. I know it hurts. You can cry. You can scream. But please, do not give up. The sun will rise tomorrow. The rain will stop. You will smile again. You are stronger than you think. Look at me. I was carrying his child. She was 2. He forgot to mention her. It was a tragedy. But now, it is just a chapter in my book. My story continues. And it is a beautiful story. I look at Emma sleeping in her crib. She is peaceful. She is my world. I whisper to her, "We are okay, baby girl. We are more than okay." Thank you for listening to my story. I hope you find your strength too. I hope you find your happiness. Remember, life is messy, but flowers grow in the dirt. And after the rain, there is always a rainbow. Take care of yourselves. You are loved. You are important. And you can do anything. This is Natalie signing off. Goodbye, my friends.